Hello, everybody. It's me. I'm back. Your host, Ice37. I'm taking over from Kuno again. And right now, we're about to go into another run by Argick, that being Sonic Mania, the Sonic and Tails good ending run. And yeah, take away, Argick.
Hello! So yeah, you may be wondering what that was. That's what I was doing during tech setup, and apparently the tech people really loved that, so I thought I would do it when we're on air as well. Anyway, this is going to be Sonic and Tails good ending. I have already turned off the supersonic music, so we're going to hear the wonderful T-Lopes tunes. And without further ado, I'm going to give you a countdown from 3 to 1, and we're going to go. So 3, 2, 1, let's go! We are in Sonic Mania here. We're going to start off in Green Hill with our trusty friend, the Spin Dash. So we're going to run, jump, and Spin Dash our way through here. And also do Spin Dashes in midair with a new ability known as the Drop Dash. You go along here, and Sonic's going to do a mic drop. Or rather, we're going to do a mic drop, and he's going to drop the dash. As once you do a drop dash, you jump, you charge, you launch yourself, and away you go at a high speed. And we're doing all of these in a row, chaining ourselves to the special stage. And we're going to see the special stage here as we're going to run, jump, and dive our way through the video game. As we bounce to the right, bounce to the left, bounce back to the right, grabbing the emerald there in a very nice, quickly 5 seconds. If you blinked, you missed it. And that is the reason why we are going to grab all the Chaos Emeralds in this game, because we're going to get Supersonic in less than 11 minutes. So we're going to go our way through here. Yeah, we're going to start spin dashing our way through the walls. Run, jump, and have some fun while we go through it. Again, all you need to know about these games is that when you see a remade stage, or a nostalgic stage, as I like to call it, it is the Act 1 and 2 of the nostalgic stage squished into one, basically. As I'm going to pick up my controller again, as we're going to grab the emerald by jumping to the left and jumping to the right, and then jumping back to the left again, doing this kind of bunny hopping strat. I will explain it more once we get into some more of the emerald stages, but that was caught in about 3 seconds there. And we're going to head down all the way through to the boss fight, which is going to be done in about the next 10 seconds. But before then, we're going to grab ourselves an invincibility right in the boom here, which is going to help us kill the boss really quickly. Mini boss has 6 HP, 3 on each head. We're going to bonk on the heads. Here it comes. Mini boss with the heads, bonk on the heads, and 1 and 2, and Tails trolled me. It's alright now, he's... I can't believe you've done... Okay, it's Tails. I can't believe he's done this. Tails always loves to troll us. That's why we bring him along. But we also bring him along because he's going to be really helpful for us. So, in Mania, when you get to an Act 2 of a nostalgic stage, it is a completely new stage and has a completely new gimmick. The gimmick in Green Hill Act 2 here are these wonderful zip lines. You grab onto the zip line at high speed, you'll zip down the line, and it will take you to somewhere else. We're going to be using a little bit of them, but first we're going to grab ourselves the speed shoes, run and jump our way over the ramp here. I'm going to grab our first elemental shield of the run. That is the Fire Shield. The Fire Shield's primary ability will allow us to do a horizontal fire dash, giving us a large burst of speed and also deflects projectiles. Its secondary ability will prevent us from getting burned. As we run, jump, and dive our way through here, we're going to run, jump, and fire data over. Goodbye, Fire Shield, because fire and water do not mix. And we're going into Emerald number 3. Emerald number 3, we start by going to the left, bouncing off the wall, taking it to the right, and then we keep rotating these by jumping in mid-air as well. And as long as we keep doing this, we will keep building up speed, which is quicker than the typical strat that we're supposed to do. So Arg's going a little bit wide there, which is fine. So he's just going to hit this corner, run all the way down, and grab the emerald on the corner, because you always need to know your backups. The way those stages are meant to work is you're supposed to grab blue spheres to gain speed and grab rings to gain time. We do none of that because we can use this bunny hopping technique to go through. And it's great. So we're going to run our way through and away we go. As we're coming to the boss, it's Death Egg Robo. How you doing, Death Egg Robo? Doesn't have hitbox on his feet, allows us to stand underneath it, and our buddy Tails getting some extra hits here for us, which is always grand. Gotta love it. Big run, jump, bouncing away we go. Gonna try ourselves jumping up with Tails, as we do have some control of Tails here, and we can use him to assist us by hitting capsules that are otherwise out of reach. And that is Green Hill. We are now going to head into Act 2, which is Chemical Plant. Chemical Plant, really fun stage here. Just going to spin dash our way through. Going to be taking the top route, as this game does not follow the traditional formula of top route, best route. But in the top route here, there is an emerald that I want to go get, so we're going to go get it. Now, the way these emerald stages are routed, they are routed in such a way where I do not go off the beaten path to go and find them. Some of them are hidden in really big places that are just take forever to get to. Others are just there for you to grab. So we're going to grab them, make sure we don't fall off the edge there, grabbing it right after the third corner, and away we go. Beautiful stage. That is 4 emeralds down, by the way. Only 3 more to go. And we'll get that emerald at the end of Studiopolis 1 if everything goes well. But between this one, we got 17 seconds on the clock. I bet we're going to hit the other emerald by 27. Can we get to the next emerald in 10 seconds? Let's find out. As we run our way down the giant slide here, rolling down straight in 26, and bam. 9.34 seconds here. We're going to bounce to the right, take it back, bounce to the left, and get it before it even gets to the first corner. I wasn't kidding when I said these emeralds were fast, by the way. They are ridiculously fast. Now, there are more emerald big rings in this stage, but as I said, you don't want to go off the beaten path to try and get them. So we are not going to get any more in this stage, and we're only going to get 1 in Chemical Plant Act 2. A lot of the stages have about 3 or 4 big rings that are accessible to you, but you want to be careful with which ones you try and grab. So now we're going to try and do some loop jumps here. We're going to try and gain some speed by jumping at the appropriate point of the loop there. Didn't get a lot on that one. We'll see if we can do better on the next 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Big jump running all the way off the screen, and down we go to the boss fight. Big jump up in the air. Didn't get enough jump to get there, so we're going to get the boss coming down, getting a single hit on him. As this boss is covering itself in the gimmick for Act 2, and we'll explain more of that later. But first, we're going to just damage boost our way through the boss here, making sure we take damage and the boss is gone. So the gimmick of Act 2 for Chemical Plant here is this lovely little gloop. The dark blue gloop will damage you. Light blue gloop will give you a small bounce. Purple gloop will grab you. And green gloop, known as flubber, well, it eats you up into the sky. That's why I call it flubber. So we're going to be using this. It is a very vertically based stage. You're going to see me go back to the left and right a lot of times here while getting higher and higher. A lot of temptation there. And we're going to go all the way through, make sure we don't get hit. But we did get hit there, so it doesn't matter. We're going to land down into the blue tube here. Don't want to go into the red tube. The red tube takes you to the parts of the stages you don't need to go to. The blue tube, it takes you where you want to go. Gonna try and dodge a set of the dark blue flubber here as it comes up. Big jump up, getting hit by the flubber. No worries, we'll just spin dash our way through. Run, jump, land down onto the piston there. Activates the flubber. Runs our way down. Away we go in through. Damage boost coming up. And then we're gonna be very careful as we get sniper. No snipey. At the very top of the stage here. So here we go. Big jump up. Sniper. No snipey. You see the bullet? That's where the enemy's hiding. But they didn't manage to get us this time. As we hold the jump button, we bounce off the life box there, allowing us to skip going into some flubber there. Gonna run, jump, and drop dash our way through the spikes here, landing it on, taking deliberate damage, which is A-OK. Allows us to hit the flubber and run our way through. We're trying to beat a 118 cycle here. It's gonna be very tight if we can do it or not, but we're gonna give it the good old college try. 115, we might just catch this. It might be a little bit late. We'll find out if we get squished at the 121 mark. Here we go. Oh, in before the lock, ladies and gentlemen. Giving us a nice 124 checkpoint here. We're going to try and run our way through. Special stage number 6 is the worst one because we want to land on this and then try and bounce our way through here. But we managed to get through the bounces and catch it before the second corner. Nice, smooth stage here. As if you hit those mines, you lose 10 seconds of time in the Crystal Dome. If you lose all your rings, you are kicked out the special stage. And because the mines are one after the other, the momentum will code you to go right into all of them. And now we're coming to the greatest casual boss fight in the history of Sonic games. And the worst speedrunning one. It's Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Salt Inducing Puyo Machine. We're going to play around the Puyo Puyo. So we got to line up 4 colors to make a chain. If we can create as many chains as we can, as quickly as we can get ourselves a profit. But we're going to see how this is going to go. So green is the color I have opted to use. I may or may not regret that. We're about to find out later, as right now we don't appear to have many colors coming through for us. So we got reds, we got purples, we got things, oh my, but I got no colors going to help me. We might just die. So I'm just going to deliberately take these out, and I'm going to start again, because right now we don't have any good colors coming through, which is not good for us. We're going to go with the purple there. I'm going to just activate that green because I'll knock it down too. We really do not have any good colors coming from this section. That is not grand. All right. Green into reds, into purples, into yellows. Nah, Arg, this Puyo is terrible, mate. So unfortunately, Puyo is random, and Arg has just not done a very good setup here. So we're going to try and run our way through and do whatever we can here to try and salvage this. That's a yellow with a red. I can do that one. If I can get another red with that one there. If I can drop a blue, then I'm laughing. If I can drop a blue, then I'm laughing. There's a blue. If I can drop that in the right part, we should be alright. And you just closed it off. Are you kidding me, Lee? Are you kidding me? That is ridiculous. And unfortunately, that's not going to fall down to the right location there. Eggman cutting us off. This is the worst Puyo of the century, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, lordy. I need a blue to just trigger that off, and away it goes. We are now on to the second cycle of the music. I would have reset this run if I could have. XD indeed. XD indeed. Right, come on, I need the purple. Or I just need him to end it. You're gonna end it? You're gonna end it? Yeah, you ended it, that's fine. So basically, the boss killed himself there. I did nothing. That was absolutely garbage. That was Teddy Boo. Absolute rubbish, mate.
All right, can I
go ahead.
Come in with a donation here for a second? All right. So we got a $25 donation from Maggie the Cat saying, "Good luck, everyone, and put this towards the musical sprite of the free enterprise race." And to bring that up, we have one last bid war for this marathon, that being the Final Fantasy IV free enterprise race, and with the, I believe it's the musical sprite and the freaky sprite. All right, up to you.
Yeah. All right, welcome to Studiopolis. Studiopolis is the original stage that was first created and sent to Sonic Team as a prototype for Sonic Mania, and I'm so glad they accepted it, because Sonic Mania is an absolutely wonderful game here. We're coming into the final special stage, and we're just going to run and jump our way. Going to grab this last emerald, and yes, that Puyo was god terrible. But let's forget about the Puyo. For now, we have all 7 emeralds, and that means we can now go Super Zonk, and Super Zonk can go really, really fast. I'm going to use them to do a number of glitches, and it's going to be really, really fun. So now, anytime we go into a big ring, we will be immediately given 50 rings, which will allow us to transform. Our job now is to gain 50 rings so we can transform here. We're already sitting at 46. There's 51. So we transform, and let's have some fun. Away we go. Let's camera action. Run our way through. Going to roll under this guy and grab the second elemental shield of the run. That is the lightning shield. The lightning shield primary effect is a double jump, which we cannot do as Supersonic. But we do get its secondary effect, which will cause all the rings to magnetize to us. And having Supersonic plus a magnetized ring effect is very, very OP. And this is the boss of the stage. It is Heavy Gunner. Heavy Gunner's going to fire 3 missiles, top, middle, bottom, aka 1, 2, and 3. That was a 3, and that is not what we want to see, because 3s are slow. We want 1s or 2s, and we're going to run our way through this stage. Going to jump back to the transition point there. Tails, unfortunately, is stuck, so we'll be saying goodbye to him. And Tails is going to do a magic trick when he returns. Keep an eye on Tails, everybody. So there's Tails. Oh, no, I lied. There's a 2. Oh, there's Tails again. Oh, no, he's gone again. Come on, Tails. Here you come, buddy. Wait for Tails, and he's gone. And we're going to hit the transition point here. There's Tails finally trying to come in time as we do a big run and jump. And Tails finally made it back to us as we go through. And now we've got ourselves one more set. What do we got? We got another 2 here. So far it is 3-2-2. Will we see a 1 this time? As we're going to run and jump back to the transition point here. Transition points are where the stage loops on each other. If you hit those transition points, you will move to the next part of the loop once the boss has taken damage. Give us a 2 or a 1. Give us a 2 or a 1. Give us a 2 or a 1. And it was a 1. Nice. So a 3-2-2-1. Not the greatest luck, but not the worst either. At least it wasn't 2 or 3 3s. That's really bad. And now we get our lightning shield, and we are going to carry that into act number 2. As we run our way through here, we're going to just slow ourselves down. Very nicely done. I'm going to wait ourselves. The reason we slow ourselves down there is because we don't want that signpost to spin really high in the air, as that wastes some time. And now we are heading into Act 2. Going to use the lightning shield here to grab as many rings as quickly as we can at the start of the stage here with a big, big jump into the rings, getting them pulled towards us. Another big jump straight up to grab a few more. This allows us to grab as many as we can as we run and jump and roll our way through here. Sorry, little Urbanaut. You were in our way as we run our way through the inside of his video studio. So lots of things to go around here, lots of things to bump our way in, but because we're Supersonic, we don't have to worry about them all. Because Supersonic gives us increased acceleration, increased jump height, and invincibility. And we're going to use all 3 of them to our advantage. So run, jump, and wait. Don't have to hit that. And we're going to get the spring down in the bouncing section here. Run, jump, drop, dash our way down. Big jump up at the end of this slope here. Let's just hit the springs through the funnels. falling the way down quite easily. As we run, jump, and roll. Where it stops, nobody knows. As we slow ourselves down and do a little bit jump up here using Supersonic's increased jump height to skip out parts of the level. Run our way down, get through the funnel. Very nice funnel there. And we're going to run our way to the boss doing some loops. So we're going to see where Tails is going to end up this time. Because as you can see, Tails struggles to keep up with the boss. I was going to run our way through here. Where Tails is there, he's going to just be flying into the boss room, which is nice for us. Because now we're going to use Tails to our advantage. We're going to fly up and hit the boss because a nice property of Supersonic is that while Tails is holding Supersonic, Tails is also invincible, which is amazing. As away we go. So we're just going to get Tails to fly up here with the capsule. Going to hit the thing for us, and away we go. We are now going to head in a flying battery. Act 2. Away we go. And Arg is a good chicken. So in a flying battery, we are going to be very careful that we don't try and fall out of the stage, but we are also trying to make a cycle here. We're trying to make a 43 cycle if we can. Didn't get a burnt butt. That's nice. No roasted hedgehogs for us today. I was going to run, jump, and grab ourselves a hidden fire shield. Having the fire shield does prevent us from using the drop dash, but we get the horizontal dash to replace it, so that is a nice trade. We run, we jump, we fire dash our way over, landing in the mesh cylinder, allows us to skip over, falling down to our deaths as we run, jump, and dive our way through again. Running our way through, jumping down. Up we go, and we're going to transform and get a special effect with the lightning shield here. The lightning shield will allow you to magnetize to any of the ceilings that have this magnet effect. We are going to make our way through. We're getting a very nice cycle at the start of the stage here. We should be able to make the 49 cycle, no problem. 49 is when the thing rises up. Making sure I'm going to wait just so we don't get squished there. Nicely done. Big jump always through. In and round, and away we go. We got to take the top route through the stage now. And we're going to see if Tails will not eat the missiles, as he's already had enough iron today. And he doesn't need any more. Run, jump, and dive our way through. 2 more missiles required to head to the boss fight. Will Tails make it to the boss fight in time? We're about to find out. Here he comes. He's going to follow us. Tails is running, and he's keeping up with us. Good on you, buddy. So we're once again going to be able to use Tails in the boss fight here just to sit inside his hitbox and not have to worry about any of it. Here we go. 3, 4, 5, 6. Nicely handled. And now you are looking at the gimmick for Act 2. It is junk. We are about to get dropped out the bottom of the flying battery here, caught by a grabber and sent to the start of Act 2. When you stand in junk, you'll fall right through it. We're going to be using that to our advantage. As I said, top route is not always best route in Sonic Mania. And the reason for that is because down the bottom right here, we have got a big ring. This big ring is going to allow us to immediately become Supersonic. And we're going to use Supersonic until the very last checkpoint of the stage here. And we're going to try and use Tails to our advantage and try and do a little bit of a boss skip. Now, the way the boss skip works is as follows. The boss is in a forever vertically scrolling room. Now, because of that, the way the game is designed, the capsule to finish the stage is actually at the bottom of the level rather than the top. We're going to try and despawn a kill plane and use the double jump from the lightning shield to navigate over the hole that we've made and try and get ourselves landing in. I'm going to grab a lot of rings even though we don't need them. That's fine for us as the thing activates to pull us back up. We do need our buddy Tails, however, to then land in where the capsule is and then activate the capsule for us, as we are going to land up the top. So we're going to use this checkpoint here, and we're going to turn off Supersonic, as that is the only way you can actually turn off Supersonic, is by either dying, which we don't want to do, or going into a bonus stage. So we're going to use this, and we're going to see if we can pull off this skip with our buddy Tails here. Let's find out. So we're going to navigate our way down through the junk here. We need him to do it. We need him to jump for us. So we're going to be manipulating him and then use the double jump to our advantage. Let's find out. So Tails is coming up. We killed the little bot there. Here we go, folks. As we jump, we run, we hold the button, we hit the button. The arc jumps too early. It's all over. He jumped too early. And unfortunately, there is no lightning shield between here and the end of the stage. So unfortunately, you will be seeing the boss now. So we tried to go for it, but alas, it is not today. The good news is there is still enough rings between now and the boss to grab Supersonic. So yeah, that was entirely my fault there. Unfortunately, jumped a little bit too early. Didn't give us enough height. And we fell to our doom. As we run, jump, grab a lightning shield. But now we cannot get down to the stage there. Which means we just got to run our way through. There go those rings and the lightning shield. But that's fine because they're Supersonic. And we're just going to jump our way through to the boss. That is Argick. So this is the infinitely vertically scrolling room. But we're just going to try and do this boss in one cycle, as we're just going to hit them into spikes. Eggman's niece here, piloting the spider boss. You can see me getting the double hits there. This should be alright. Oh, a little bit too high in the hit. You hate to see it, folks. One more hit remaining, and away we go. So normally you wouldn't get to see that boss, but we tried it. Didn't quite get it this time. But that's alright, because we still get to go to Press Garden. We are heading off into Press Garden next. It is going to be another unique stage based on the game. It is Eggman's printing press. So not only does he have a studio where he can record TV shows, he also has a printing press where he can write news. Is there anything this evil scientist can't do? So we're going to try and run and make our way through here to see if we can get the early cycle, which we totally can't do because, you know, I've already whiffed it, but that's not a problem. So we're going to just go and grab ourselves the big ring to turn into Supersonic almost immediately and play the rest of the stage. This is another vertically based stage here. Not really anything we have to worry about cycle-wise after this first little section, but I've already ruined that anyway, so it's fine. As we go through, up and in, big jump, big drop dash, off we go, on to the first cycle here. Didn't quite get zero cycle, but that's alright. So you can see just how high this stage takes us up. We're moving up almost constantly. Bouncing off all the different areas here, landing our way through, and having all these pistons trying to crush us. Will Tails ever get a chance to land? Hey, he finally did. Nicely done, buddy. As we bounce off the spring and run our way through the rest of the game. We're going to do a really cool, almost vertical drop dash here. Let's see if we can pull it off. 1, 2, jump, and big jump into drop dash, and away we go. No platform there to save me, but that's alright, because we still skipped the cycle. And away we go. Going to grab a fire shield. Once again, going to use that for the next stage, as the fire shield also has an interesting property, but more about that when we get there. For now, I need your help. If you have any waving emotes or any hey emotes, please get them ready in the chat. And join me as we wave to the boss. Hi, boss. How you doing, boss? Hi, how you doing? Unfortunately, I gotta go beat up the boss now, so we're gonna run into the boss's area here. Gonna beat up the boss. 6 hits on the boss, and the boss waves. Goodbye. Goodbye, boss. Goodbye. Goodbye. Boss is gone. And Sonic's gonna have a bit of swag. Keep an eye on Sonic as we do this next stage transition. Swag. Oh yeah, Sonic moonwalking backwards, doing all the swag that he needs. Is pretty dang cool. So yeah, we got the fire shield here because the gimmick for Act 2 is ice, and specifically getting frozen. And for the first half of the stage, we don't need that, so we don't do it. So we use the fire shield to prevent ourselves from getting frozen, allowing us to run through the rest of the stage. We want to try and grab 40 rings as quickly as we can. We already have enough rings, I don't even have to worry about it, which is grand. Run our way through, get the 10 rainbows, that is 50, and now we can be frozen again, as the developers turned that feature off while you're supersonic, otherwise it causes a bit of a soft lock. So we're going to make sure we get frozen here by that boss, turn into the ice block. Sonic, are you okay there, buddy? You don't look okay. Nope. Alright, that's fine. Use this ice to break through other ice and get ourselves up to the top of the stage. Away we go. Run, jump, and bounce our way through. Where it stops, nobody knows. Well, yeah, we do. We're going to head right to Heavy Shinobi. Boss fight of this stage, we're going to play who has the bigger hitbox. Right now, the answer is me. So I'm going to stand under where the boss is standing and get 3 hits off the boss. The boss is going to freeze us. Once we've done that, we allow ourselves just to go through, and that is the boss and stage done in less than 1 minute. Single charge on the go, onto the capsule, and now we're going to head all the way, using the power of the Phantom Ruby, to the next stage, which is the amazing Stardust Speedway. Oh yeah. So we are bringing it down. We are chilling in the Stardust Speedway here. This stage is a giant maze as we run, jump, and bounce our way through here. The main thing we gotta do is try and get up to 50 rings as quickly as we can without making sure we take damage from these lovely little light bugs that try and get in our way. We got lots of little things that are trying to hit us here. You can see the different spike platforms. And speaking of spike platforms, we're coming to the most dangerous room in Sonic Mania history. It is this lovely little spike platform room, because these little armadillos down below will bonk you into those spikes if you're not careful. But we made it through, no problem. Gonna grab a set of rings here. Gonna give us 50 by the end of this platform, saying goodbye, Lightning Bug, as we run our way through, and we're gonna try and land in the booster that we need here, which just yeets us over the stage, allows us to run our way through, big jump in straight through, and it's so smooth when that happens. So very, very smooth. Nice landing, Sonic. Nice landing. Straight through all the enemies and all the platforms as well. Love to see it, as we're still going to make it to the boss in about a minute. And away we go. So, Giant Light Bug is the boss. Going to get 2 hits. It's going to summon 3 of the smaller variations of itself. And then we'll get the 4 hits on the boss. And we are good to go. Boop, boop. And the boss is done. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I declare the war. So with this stage ending, we are going to hit the boost pad, hit the future sign, and speed our way up to the future of Stardust Speedway, the stage that pretty much just plays itself. It's really interesting, and we're going to see how well we can do. As we spin dash, jump, and roll our way through here. First part of the stage, anytime you're stuck in the little ball form here, is pretty much an auto-scroller. The game will just run itself. Anytime you're on the missiles here, we want to jump off them as quickly as we can, because the missiles, they be slow. After the second loop, we're going to do a jump off the ceiling. It allows us to run across here, accidentally hitting the little armadillo that's getting in our way now. Going to have to wait for this guy just to get out our way, and away we go. There you go, little armadillo. That's why those armadillos are a little bit mean. But the game is currently playing itself, and we're running our way through here. Sonic finally going to run, jump, and dive his way over here. Going to hit this just to make sure we don't accidentally hit the red spring, or worse, fall down the kill plane. And we're coming into the Metal Sonic boss fight. So this boss fight is split into 3 phases. Phase 1 is a chase sequence. We're going to be chasing him, or he's going to be chasing us, I'm not sure. Phase 2, we're going to skip it. It's the Metal Sonic fight. And Phase 3 is Metal Sonic Kai. So Phase 1, we do the run. Who's chasing who here? We don't really know, but we're legging our way through here. He's chasing us while we are chasing him. Strange, isn't it? And then what we're going to do is we're going to wait to this ramp here. We're going to line ourselves up on the top. Do a 1-tap spin dash, hold right, release right as we land in the wall. Get stuck in the wall and then jump our way up and through. What this does is this allows us to get to the boss area, skipping the Silver Sonic segment and going straight to Phase 3, the Metal Sonic Kai fight. And the way that works is because in Sonic Mania here, when you get stuck in walls or geometry that you're not supposed to be in, you will either get outright killed, or you can move one direction, and that is up. And we'll be using that once more in later stage of the game. But basically, there are no horizontal zips, there are no horizontal wraps. Can't do any of that in this game, which means the only way you go is up, and we use that to our advantage twice. As we come in a Hydro City zone here, this is a very, very interesting but also dangerous stage, because this stage takes a mixture of the upper, lower, and middle routes throughout the game here. But because we do that, we don't get to hit any checkpoints. So if we die, we get sent right back to the start of the stage. Going to land this platform with our drop dash. Allows us to do another drop dash going through the enemy, jumping down towards the middle route here. Do a triple tap spin dash. Tap left 5 times. Allows us to jump and land on the chain here without slowing down. We then go up back towards the top route here, which then allows us to get a hand from this guy. And if you're going really fast and you jump and you press left, you just fall through the ground there. And we're going to use that to get our final elemental shield of the game. It's Old Claw's favorite shield. It's the Bubble Shield. Wow. The Bubble Shield's primary feature will allow you to do a bubble bounce that is magnified in water, and its secondary ability will deflect projectiles and prevent you from drowning. So we are now going to make a nice cycle as we drop dash off the spikes, waiting for these lovely little crush blocks. We don't want them to crush us, otherwise we get sent back to the very beginning of the stage, and that is what we don't want to see. As we run our way through, big bounce up. Let's see if we can do another one of those, getting stuck on the platforms. Through we go. Nicely done, Sonic, with the big speed boost. And now we're going to head towards the boss. So we've got to love a little bit here. Eggman in a swimsuit. So yeah, Eggman in a swimsuit. He's dropping bombs here, but I've got a precautionary tale for y'all. Or more of a warning, actually. Please never leave your Eggmobiles unattended, or random hedgehogs, foxes, echidnas, flying squirrels, or armadillos may decide to come and commandeer them. Remember that. Because Eggman did just that. We have stolen his Eggmobile, and now we are going to make him go up the whirlpool like he tried to do to us in Sonic 3 and Knuckles, which, by the way, is coming up next, as we're going to run our way through, going straight in, and up we go. Got to get 4 hits here, and he's not trolling us with the camera, which is very nice, so we can just bring him right along to the end of the level here. No time to waste. Little bubble canopy there with the bubble shield, which looks amazing. Goodbye, Eggman. We'll see you later. So we're going to run away to the end of the level here, and we're going to head into Act number 2. And we're going to try and open up Act 2 with some style. We're going to try and do the triple bubble bounce. Let's see if we can do it. So using the primary ability of the bubble shield here, it is the triple bubble bounce. Can we pull it off? 1, 2, 3. Triple bubble bounce, ladies and gentlemen. 3 bounces allows us to skip a cycle and get up to the top route on the stage here. So we're going to keep ourselves going, running all the way through. And we're going to be 53 rings between here and the next checkpoint. So we're just going to run, jump, and drop dash our way through the stage here. Making sure we jump, keep another drop dash going. Getting through those enemies. Nicely done. As we run, jump, and launch our way up the top here. As we go through. Grabbing the rings, we're going to be at 42 here. Sorry, 43. Then we're going to get 50. Right there, and 53 after the checkpoint, and away we go. Now, the game wants us to go from top to bottom and left to right. We ain't going to do any of that. We're going to double back on ourselves, do a big jump up and over. Skipping this part of the level allows us to run our way down here and skip that section. We're going to do that one more time in this stage as well. I call it the infinity skip because we're skipping the infinity loop that the game expects us to do. So we're going to run down, jump up the top here, dash right through the sphere. We're going to jump straight over, allowing us to run our way through here. Going to fall down, going to get stopped by the blue platform. Run, jump our way straight through there, because when you have enough speed and enough height, the collision does not exist. Skipping the second infinity loop and taking us right to the boss fight. So this boss fight is going to open up, and it is going to take us a little bit of a tutorial at the start here. The boss is on the left-hand side. There are some mines coming through the caverns that he's made here. We need to send those mines to the boss. They then give us a bubble. But because we are supersonic with a bubble shield, we cannot drown. And we can use ourself as an extra missile instead of having to rely purely on the mines there. That allows us to get really quick kills on this first part of the boss. And as we come into part 2, it is the whirling machine boss. It is the washing machine here. How you doing, washing machine? You ain't getting a chance to kill us, because we are just going to use our buddy Tails here. And we're going to fly to the top of the stage. Going to catch the capsule. And then we're going to head into Mirage Saloon Act 1. Which is basically this stage, or this game's version of Sky Chase. So,
all right, can I interject here for a second?
you have an entire stage, my friend.
All right, so Gambit017 has donated $25 saying, love supporting a great cause. Put this towards the musical sprite for the free enterprise fund. And that brings the musical sprite ahead by $25 over the creepy sprite. That's the last bid war we have for this marathon. All right, thank you.
Ooh, musical versus creepy sprite. I would like musical. Musical would be great. But yeah, this is Mirage Saloon Act 1. It is an auto-scroller. There is not a lot you need to know about this stage other than I need to get 50 rings. And if I take damage, there is no way I can get 50 rings anymore. Other than that, we get to enjoy the tune and have a good time. But yeah, so we got all these enemies here. They're just hiding away, blending into their surroundings. Got the lovely little fly boss here. But what we are going to do is we are going to do a super strat on this stage. We are going to get the game confused between the foreground layer and the background layer. And we're going to use Supersonic to do that. Supersonic is very interesting. I don't know why this works. It just does. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab the last remaining shield of the game. This is the original shield from Sonic 1. It is the standard shield. Has no elemental powers. What it means is that we can still do the drop dash. I'm not going to do a drop dash right now, though, because if I do a drop dash, I'm going to drop dash off the plane. And as hilarious as that is, I don't want to do another 1 minute 30 auto-stroller again. So we're going to run our way through here. Gonna wait for this to come in play. Big run, big jump, big bounce. And then when the train arrives on the screen, we're gonna run, we're gonna jump, we're gonna transform. We have now confused the game between the foreground layer and the background layer. We're gonna hit the checkpoint that is in the background. We're gonna get crushed by the spikes that is in the background. They should not be able to hurt us. And then we've turned off the music because the music has been disabled because we died. And we run, we jump into the gun, skipping the entire train section of the stage and allows us to come at the boss. This boss is a giant caterpillar. Giant Caterpillar means we are going to have some fun. It's got 3 patterns. It can jump out the ground once. It can jump out the ground 3 times. Or it can go at the left or right-hand side. Let's see what the Caterpillar is going to do. It jumped out the ground once. Will it jump out the ground 3 times? Let's find out. 2. It's going to jump out 1 more time. Will it go to the left or right? Or will it jump out the ground? Let's find out. What are you going to do, Caterpillar? Caterpillar went to the left. We're going to get 2 hits here. And the boss is done. And hello there, Sonic Blaze. How are ya? I am good, my friend. I'm Argick, and I'm speedrunning Sonic Mania. Sonic and Tails, good ending here. Hope you enjoy the rest of the run. And don't forget, you're watching this on the Powerhouse Marathons channel. They are raising money for special effect. If you feel inclined, please do donate towards special effect. Sorry, not special effect, extra life even. I'm getting 2-minute charity marathons next up. They are saving money for extra life here. Arg is getting his charities all mixed up. 2-minute charity marathons, not enough time in the marathon. My apologies. But this is Mirage Saloon Act 2. We've already transformed into Supersonic, and we are running our way through as we go through. There we go. Gonna run our way through here and just make sure we stay hydrated by following the stream of water there into the gun, running our way through. And remember to stay cool as well. It's a hot day. It's hot. It's summer. It's warm. That means we gotta stay cool. And what better way of staying cool than using ice cream? We're going to do some ice cream strats today with Tails here. We need our buddy Tails. We're going to reward him with some ice cream. As we run our way through here, we need our buddy Tails to come by. Here's his ice cream. We already prepared this for him. Ice cream strats for our buddy Tails. We're going to run Tails down into the boss room. Going to get him to do a spin dash. 1 spin dash, jump into the ice cream, and then Tails hits the capsule that is off screen, finishing the stage in less than a minute without us having to kill the boss. That allows us to skip the boss there, and we head straight to Oil Ocean. Thank you for doing the for the ice cream strats there, buddy. As we run and jump our way through into Oil Ocean now, we're going to try and dodge ourselves from getting hit here, making our way through, getting the fire shield, run, jump, and away we go. Up to the big ring. Gonna grab ourselves the wonderful supersonic ability. Run our way through, following the fans all the way up the top. Getting back to the top right of the stage as we run our way through. Gonna fall down here, following our way through, making sure we don't get caught by any of the pistons that are launching themselves up. Didn't get caught, that's great. And I got one thing to say to you folks. I just wanna eat chili dogs. Can't say the rest on a marathon stream. And if you get that reference, I'll love you. And now we're heading to the boss. It is Bob the Builder. Can he fix it? Bob the Builder. Well, he could if we didn't beat him up. So unfortunately, 6 quick hits on the boss. Doesn't even get a single attack off, and he's gone. Sorry, Bob. That is the end of the stage here. So we're going to just line ourselves up. And the reason we're doing this is because you're seeing the gimmick for Act 2 on screen. This gimmick is this smog. This smog is supposed to start draining our rings, but if we land here and fire dash away, we never get rid of the smog. Therefore, we never trigger the requirement for the ring countdown to happen. And we get to go our way through, allowing us just to run away and not even have to worry about any of the gimmicks in this stage. But now we got a really cool glitch coming up as we run our way through here. So the way this game it works, and the way most Sonic games work, is that we have path swappers. And path swappers function by functioning on the foreground layer and the background layer. Now, you can't see these unless you go into debug mode. They are invisible. You're not supposed to see them. But what we're going to be doing is we are going to be using Tails to effectively get sent to the background when we should be in the foreground. So we're going to run our way through here. Going to get ourselves into an area. We are now between a foreground layer and a background layer. We're going to jump with Tails. We're going to fly. We spin dash through the foreground layer. Because the foreground layer was off screen, it does not affect Tails. We then grab Tails. Tails then puts us into the background. So we are now into the background layer, which means a lot of the level is not solid for us, which means some of these walls are not solid for us, and allows me to fly with Tails here, and these walls just don't exist. And because these walls don't exist, we fly over the camera lock area that's supposed to lock us into the boss room. And if I can nail it correctly, we're just going to land right in the capsule. And away we go, skipping the boss. And that stage is done. Why Sonic obtains Tails' property instead of Tails obtaining Sonic's property, I have no idea. But thanks to Joey Baby, we can take full advantage of that. That allows us to now skip straight into Lava Reef Zone. Welcome to the Lava Beef. The beefiest zone you ever did see, in my favorite zone in the video game. Absolutely love this zone. One of my favorites. No real special tricks or glitches in this one. It is just smooth platforming that you want to do. Making sure you have 3 rings before you get to the very top here. Because this is the only time we're going to go off the beaten path to grab ourselves some rings here. Because there is enough up here to immediately turn us into Supersonic. As we're going to run our way through the rest of the stage as Supersonic, getting a nice big bounce off that enemy. Away we go. Big spins, big runs, big jumps, and big whiffs if you're not careful. But there will be no big whiffs here. We will be fine. Love this stage to bits. Tails doing some jumps as usual, not helping out even though he's supposed to. Away we go. Run our way through. In and wait for this enemy to knock themselves down. Bounce off his noggin. Straight through and in. Drop dash 1, drop dash 2. Not quite getting enough height, but that's alright. Because we can go straight in and drop dash 3 and 4. Getting up at the 56 cycle here. As we run, we jump, we navigate our way through. And we're going to land up to the top section. Onto the spring. Making sure we don't get crushed by this guy. We drop dash our way through here. Don't get hit by sub-pixels. Very nice. Jump until we go all the way through. Woohoo! And running at the highest speed we possibly can. Coming up to probably one of my favorite jumps in the game here. Let's see if we can pull it off. Can we get a full smooth jump? Let's find out. Drop dash, big jump up the stairs, all the way up the top. How smooth that jump is. I love that jump. I love that jump so much. That jump is so good. Getting all the way up those stairs is amazing. Skipping part of the stage by just jumping through it. Again, as long as you know the level right, you should be good to go. Some enemies in the way, but Supersonic just don't care. As we drop dash our way through, we're coming towards the end of the stage. And we got the boss fight coming up as always. Again, a lot of back and forth in Lava Reef here. It is a giant cave system after all. And into the boss we go. Boss has super armor. To get rid of the super armor, we need to get him heated up so it melts away. We need to get him to heat up twice so he loses it from the center, 3 times so he loses it from the left and right. But because we're Supersonic, we're only going to do it twice, and then we're going to start jumping at the middle to get the hits that we need. So when he is vulnerable, we got to hit the boss here. Away it goes. It's going to come back down, and we're just going to jump once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, and the boss is gone. And I'm going to take ourselves a quick drink. So what we're going to do for Ad 2 here is I'm going to try and enable a really cool glitch yeah, we're going to add a really cool glitch that Old Cloth showed off here. So once this game transitions to stage, I'm going to press start. And then hopefully, this has left the lights turned off for Lava Reef here. So now we have the stage in complete darkness. And we get to see this wonderful, amazing crystal effect that they made. So because the stage transition turned out the lights as it was going through, and we didn't allow it to turn it back on, we now get this amazing darkness effect coming through. And I'm just going to wait here. We're going to get Tails to come, and Tails did not jump in time, so we're going to have to wait for Tails to come through. We need Tails to come up and start flying, because we're going to get Tails to come all the way through. All the way up. Tails is going to run out of energy before we get to the top of that platform there. Yes, he did. Tails, unfortunately, trolling me there. Deliberately getting it, falling his way back down, but that is A-okay. As we're going to run and jump and land at this big ring. But what we're going to do is we're going to do one more of these vertical glitches. We're going to jump and transform, get stuck into the wall, and then vertically jump our way through. Again, once you are in a piece of geometry that you're not supposed to be in, the only way you can go is up. 9 times out of 10, that will result in you either getting soft-locked or killed. There are only a few places you can do this. And I just gotta sit and look at this majestic crystal effect. I honestly love it. I think it's amazing. As we're gonna fall our way down the bottom of the stage here. As we run, jump, and leg it all the way over. And then spin dash our way through. You can't even see the background. The background has changed too. Look at it. Look at how the lighting just lights up in the background. So there is a level that I am standing on here. You can see part of it. But mainly, this is just going off the fact that I know the stage layout as we go through. Through we go, up, jump, and away. Straight in. And then, unfortunately, as the screen transitions, it fixes itself, and we head into the boss fight. So we're going to have Heavy Rider and Jimmy. The two of them combined are going to try and get us, but we're going to get 4 quick hits on the boss. 4 to the left, 4 to the right here. Well, that already failed. We're going to get 2, 3. He's going up the top so we can't hit them. 2. Jimmy, please. Let's see if they get a big boost there. And recovered. Not bad. Let's get over here. Tails is going to come and fly. Goodbye, Jimmy, as he speeds off. And now I got one question for you, folks. Is this anime? Is the next stage anime? We are heading into Little Planet there. We are going to Metallic Madness. Metallic Madness, the stage where all you need to know is if you fall down the bottom route, restart, it ain't worth it. This is anime. As we spring our way through here, we're going to take a deliberate damage boost. Run our way through the stage. Going to run, jump, land on another spring, heading us straight up, allowing us to run through without taking any more damage boosts. Making sure we dodge the springs and dodging the holes there, because we don't want to fall down the bottom as it's super, super slow. Onto the platforms, drop dash our way through, landing on the hill, round, down, and away we go. We are now safe and going to enjoy the amazing anime. Gotta wait for the pistons as they run down here, straight under and in. Making sure we're going to grab 50 rings, because once again, we're going to transform to Supersonic. Sets of 3 rings all the way along here. We got all we need. We jump, we transform, and away we go. This is anime. So I'm going to wait for these pistons. I'm not taking the risk of getting squished there, because that would be embarrassing. As we're going to run, jump, and get sent to the background here. Not a gimmick. This is the original stage design. And we're going to run our way through, up straight into the boss. And you may have seen this boss somewhere before. As we spin dash our way through. And suddenly... Sonic 1 boss. Sonic 1 boss with an extra piston. Eggman's going to pick a piston. You got to guess which one it is and hit him before he disappears. 4 hits like this. Then he's going to go into a desperation phase. So 2 hits and away we go. But yeah, we got ourselves 1 more hit on this one. Then he's going to go in a desperation phase. And there we go. So now 4 pistons are going to activate one after the other. Eggman will be in the 4th one. Coming out the middle there. Coming out the end one. Coming out the bottom one. Coming out the other bottom one. And Tails got squished. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Come and do a squat and they're on the floor. Eggman is gone. We're going to wait. We're going to spin dash our way through here. And then just before the end, we're going to slow down. That allows it to stay on the ground, allowing us to get through without having to wait for it to fall back down. And now we are heading into Metallic Madness Act 2. And the gimmick coming back from the original Sonic CD is, of course, the foreground background layer shenanigans, as well as the shrink ray. We're going to see Chibi Supersonic as we get our way through here. Run, jumping, launching our way in. And we will get to hear the Supersonic theme at least once here. Because for some reason, if you transform while you are Chibi, you will get the Supersonic theme. So I'm sorry those of you who love the saxophone, but there will be no saxophone today. As we run, jump, and bounce our way through Supersonic, here we come. Chibi Supersonic running our way through there. We are on a very early cycle. This piston is going to be down. That is how early we are. We gotta wait on this. I am trying to beat a 58 cycle on the rest of the stage. We'll see if we can do it. Because having to have some forced waiting there kind of sucks. And more forced waiting, meaning we're on actually a very good time at the moment. We should be able to do it. 10 seconds to get your way over this section. Get a spin dash. Get a good jump all the way over. Run your way through. Getting the drop dash. This is going to be very tight. Can R pull it off? 56, 57, 58. We just missed it. Oh. The forced waiting was a bit too much there. So we lost 4 seconds. We got the 102. But that is A-okay. As we come down to the gumball machine. And are you feeling lucky? How many enemies will we get today? There's a Sonic 2 boss. There's a Sonic 1 boss. There's an Amy doll. Amy doll going to explode on Tails. Feels bad. Running our way through here. Making sure we get hits on the bosses as they reveal themselves. Sending the bosses up and over and away they go. Let's see if we can get the last couple of hits here. And will our friend Tails manage to get us Surprise Eggman? Surprise Eggman! So what happened there is we sent Tails up into the sky where the boss was lurking, managing to hit him off screen. And instead of coming down in the ship, suddenly we just got Surprise Eggman. Dun dun dun. We are now coming into my favorite new stage of the game. It is Titanic Monarch. Titanic Monarch is the epitome of Final Zones. I absolutely love this stage so much. It's a lot of fun to play. It's really smooth. We got gravity orbs. We're going left. We're going right. We even got little bits for Tails to try and help us in here. Waiting for that zap to come through so it doesn't get us. Here comes our buddy. We got one more thing you need to do for us, my friend. Can you carry us up the top to victory? Nope, you can't because we ran right into the enemy. But we get a second chance at it, so that's A-okay. Tails coming through, managing to get hit by the enemy. Let's go, buddy. There you go. Not flying into the guy this time. Way to go, buddy. But that's alright. He can go rest easy. He helped us out enough. Of course, Tails is here for the long run. He's going to come back anyway. As we're going to run our way through here, we're going to grab as many rings as we can because we're going to transform into Supersonic at the very top of the gravity orb room. Let's see if we can get a smooth gravity room here. Come on, Arg. Smooth gravity room. All the way up, and in we go. Get the orbs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice! Beautiful gravity orb room there. Let's see if we're going to get wonky camera. There you see the camera moving slowly. Will we get wonky camera all the way up the top here, or will we be okay? We're about to find out as the camera shakes and the orb launches us. We've got wonky camera. Arg is now effectively playing this part of the zone blindfolded as we run, jump, dash our way through, managing to not get crushed by the spikes. And the camera finally catches up with us. For whatever reason, in that vertically scrolling section, you can go too fast for the camera. But thankfully, we know what we're doing there. And as long as the objects remain off screen, they cannot squish you. And we got very lucky there. And now we're heading up to the boss as well. We're going to head up to the Crimson Eye. Crimson Eye has 2 phases. First phase is an absolute cakewalk. Hit the boss 8 times, get rid of its orbs. Second phase, it controls the gravity of the lift. If it is giving you heavy gravity, you normally can't hit the boss, but Supersonic, it's not a problem. If it gives you light gravity, then you gotta have fun with it. So he's gonna go to the roof there with heavy gravity. Knuckles runners cannot jump on this one. It kinda sucks. But we managed to get through in a nice 202 and coming into act number 2. So act number 2 is split into 5 zones. We got this opening area and then 4 different pathways. We're going to be taking the bottom left pathway first. And the reason for that is because we are going to be aiming for... Well, we're basically going to get Supersonic plus the Lightning Shield, which means we're going to be OP. Running our way through here, up we go into the 4 different rooms, taking bottom left room first, as it teleports us through the Monarch here, sending us down the wrong route, but that's alright, I'll wait on the gravity orbs, it's not a problem. Sonic doesn't like being a crash test dummy, so we're just gonna run, jump, and drop dash our way out, managing to get sent down to the checkpoint, but that's alright. I don't want to play no checkpoint, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Special Stage, we don't need you. Not today, my friend. Not today. Boing, 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 as we bounce our way through, here we go. Big jumps up and in. Running our way down. Up, 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 and away we go. Where we stop, nobody knows, except from Sonic, as he runs up the wall, but doesn't get it. Runs up the wall. There you go. Way to go, buddy. Crash Test Dummy gonna grab the last amount of rings we need to transform in a super, but before we do that, we're gonna wait and see what the piston cycle is like. Piston cycle is bad, so we're gonna transform and save our 2 seconds there. Transformation takes about 2 seconds. You want to use it in an area where you're not moving anyway. So now that we're Supersonic, we're going to be Supersonic for the rest of the stage. We're going to grab a Lightning Shield hiding at this secret exit of the level. And now we're going to do the other 3 passageways. Starting with the top left that contains my favorite enemy, the piston. 2 pistons side by side. If you're in the middle of them, they will squish you. Got to be very careful that that doesn't happen. Making sure you have control of Sonic there. But while you're Supersonic, your increased accelerations means you only have to press the button ever so slightly. I was going to run our way through here into the orbs. That was a beautiful set through there. Way to go, buddy. I'm going to skip this little section by just jumping on the spikes. Or not, as we fell through it there. Try that again. There you go, buddy. Run our way through, making sure we don't get caught by the spike cycle. Pulling our way down here, getting through into the Crash Test Dummy Zone once again. With all the rings trying to chase us and catch us. Tails coming in with us too, as we got 2 more areas to go. Next one we're going to do is going to be the top right. Top right area is a very, very vertically based zone. We're going to make sure we don't get caught by that one. Don't go into the special stage again. So run our way through. Down you go. 1, 2. Waiting to bounce. Stand on the spike because we're invincible. Drop dash our way through. Climb our way up this area if we can. 1 and 2 and spring and go. Where it stops, nobody knows. Up, up, up and away. Up and in, there we go. Last zone now. Get a little bit of swag at the start of this zone once we get our way through here. Gonna hit the spring at the end of this flipper and run on the ceiling. Boing, 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 boing. Big run, big jump, big up all the way over here. As we run our way through. Bounce, 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 getting hit by the springs. Coming up to the boss now. The boss is invincible. We are invincible. And if you hit the boss, well, he's got a shield up. He makes a really cool boing noise. My question for you all, chat. How many boings will I do on the boss? Between 50 and 80. Give me a number. Doo-doo-doo. So into the boss room. Here we go. How many bounces against the boss will we get? Give me a number between 50 and 80. All you need to know is it's 4 hits to destroy a tentacle. You gotta hit the boss when he's vulnerable. Here we go. 20. That's a really good start. 20 is a really good start there. All right, we're at 29. 34, 35 as we get into the first area here. And then we wait with Tails here. 35 is going to the first area with Heavy Gunner. We don't need to do anything. We just fly in the top corner to get out of here as quickly as we can. Once we get here we go. We're at 47. One last section. If you said 64, you are today's winner. As we now head into the final stage of the game, using the power of the Chaos Emeralds, we unlock Egg Reverie. The Phantom Ruby sends Eggman, Sonic, and the Heavy King to this weird time and space area. Where are we going to go? What is wrong with the timer there? It's going wacky as Heavy King here steals the Phantom Ruby and attempts to use its power. Eggman is having none of it as he comes out with his own shape here, and Sonic is standing there spinning with the Chaos Emeralds ready, transforms into Super, and it's a duel between the three of us. So Heavy King here has these orbs. You want to break the orbs and then get in and hit the boss as quickly as you can. Eggman's a right pushover. You just run into him and away he goes. Thankfully, the game gives you a constant supply of rings here, and you have a lightning shield effect. Supersonic can also do this cool little glide. You can also do a really awesome little dash, but the dash costs you 5 rings, so we don't do it. We want to stay as low as we can, because these bosses will continuously try and fly upwards, and the higher they go, the more likely they are to go off screen, so you can't hit them. We want to charge our spin dashes, get as many of these orbs taken out as we can. And as you saw there, Heavy King can take out some of our rings by doing damage to us. But as long as we get these rings coming in, we are A-okay. Very nice quick hit there. Also, time comes up on the final hit of Dr. Robotnik here. Heavy King blows up first, and then immediately after, Eggman gets his final hit. And enjoy the banger. A perfect final tune here. Again, shout outs to all the team that worked on Sonic Mania. T-Lopes with his fantastic music. Christian Whitehead and the team for designing the levels and programming the game as well. Hunter Bridges as well, Stealth, like a lot of them. That is Egg Reverie, and that is time. GG's everybody. GG's, that is Sonic and Tails. Good ending in Sonic Mania. Hope you all enjoyed this run. I've been Argick. If you want to come and watch me learn some more speedruns and do more practice in these runs. Trying to set some really good record times over at twitch.tv/Argick. But for now, that is it for me. Hope you enjoyed these 2 runs. But we still got more in the Sonic block coming up next. We've got Sonic 3 and Knuckles. And then we got some Sonic R and some Sonic Adventure DX.
All right. Well, thank you for that run, Argick. So that was Argick doing Sonic Mania, Sonic and Tails, the good ending. And yeah, we'll be moving on to Sonic 3 and Knuckles, the Sonic any percent glitchless category, with Any Machine being the runner, and we're going to have the Sound Defense as the commentator. All right, we'll be right back. Thank you.